Hi friends, I am Ali back here again with a new video. In this video, I am going to tell you about the second data structure in Python, that is tuple. In my previous videos, I have told you regarding the list, that is very important data structure in Python. Hope you have seen it already. But in this video, I am going to tell about you tuple. So why we use the data structures when we want to store the collections of data, and you can say a single variable or very in a small scale, then the bulk of data can be stored by using data structures, and tuple is also one of them. But the question arises, why we use the tuples when there are lists and many others, which I will tell you in other videos like dictionaries and set. There is a difference. When you want to have the collection of data that you want to edit or change or modify in future, you have to use the list. But when you have the data in which you don't want to modify or change any sort of change in it in the future, then you have to use the tuples. This is the major difference. Lists are mutables, that means that they can be changed or modified, while tuples cannot. So now I am going towards my PyCharm after explaining you what is the difference between tuple and list. Now here it is. There is a variable tuple1 and tuple2 already, and I have number of numbers in the tuple2 where I have some fruits names in the tuple1. So since it is a collection, so the difference between list and tuple is, in list you have that square bracket, while in tuple you just have to put this bracket. Now this is a tuple, and now here again I am writing this. Now tuple1 and tuple2, which is the variable tup1 and tup2, are the two tuples in this program. Now one thing that is common between the list and tuples is you can access the element through the index. Although you can't change in tuple, but you can access them. How? I will tell you. You can do like that: print tuple1, and since I want to print the banana, so I will write 1. Remember that indexing start with 0 in list as well as tuple. So I will run it in front of you. You can see here, you can see banana has been printed. Now one more thing you can do same with the tuple is, what if you want to print the tuple, print tuple2. Now I am getting the index like that, 1 and then colon. Now I am going to run it again. You will see it will run same as I have told you in the list. Yes, it has run, and 2, 3, 4 has been printed. Since I have given it 1, so it runs from the index 1 at which 2 is present till the 4 or the larger. Now you can also print the tuple in the reverse order, but unlike list you have to print like that: print tuple2, and then you have to give the index in that manner, -1. And now you will see this is a very important tool. You have to remember how I write it. Now 4, 3, 2, 1, it has been printed in the reverse order. Now we cannot apply any of append method, extend method in the tuple since it is immutable, but we can do some more thing which I am going to show you. For example, we am going to concatenating the two tuples. Here I have two tuples, tuple1 and tuple2, and I am going to combine it like this. Tuple1 plus tup2, and now you will see. Here you can see mango, banana, apple, and then our second one, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and added to the new tuple, and it is now in only one tuple. Now I am going to do some more thing, that is I am taking a tuple3 in which I will get tuple1 and then, sorry, a typo here, and then now I am going to put both of these tuple in another tuple, that is tuple3. and now I am going to print tup3. You will see the result. Here you can see another tuple has been generated in which these two tuples are located now. This is the difference between concatenating tuple and combining the tuples. Now one thing is that checking an element in a tuple, either it is present or not, then there is a method. Suppose I want to check if apple is present in tuple 1 or not, then I will write if, then I will write tuple, if, now I will give the name I want to search for, if apple, and tuple 1, and then if it is true, then print yes. Now I am going to run it, either it is right or not. Yes, because apple is present in our tuple 1. Last thing I want to show you is using tuple method on a string. I am writing here tuple, then in the parenthesis I am giving it a string Python. You will see what it will do. I will give it print also so that you can see it, otherwise you will not. Print, and then I am going to run this. Here you can see each and every letter of word Python has been declared as an element in a tuple, and they are all in one tuple, while these are now 6 separate letters. So this was all from today's video, viewers. Hope you have liked my video. Later in my previous videos I will told you regarding the list. Hope you have seen it. Now today's video I have told you tuples. In my later videos I will touch more data structures, which include the sets and dictionaries as well, which are also very important to know in the Python programming. So hope you are stay tuned to my channel. And last, I would like to say like and share my videos, especially subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon now. My channel is Tech Park. This is all from today's video. I will come back again with more such content. Thank you.